Hey there, everybody, this is Dr. Ogres, and welcome to episode 27 of my Let's Play EVE Online. So today, I think what I wanted to do was, I had been talking about getting my standings up so I could set up jump clones. And I know that there's the Estelle Ardor Corp and all that good stuff, but you actually have to leave. I would have to leave Tasty Beverage and do that. Which means I would have to have an alt to take over a CEO-ship, blah, 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 blah. That's just too much work. So, I know it's less work than what I'm about to do, but I figured this might be a nice change of pace for life out here in Syndicate anyway. Hello, Cloud Ring. I'm going to go start running some missions for Intaki out here. So I'm going to go get myself a decent ship for level 1 mission running. Probably a catalyst, and I'm going to fit that out, and we're going to see about maybe running some missions. I'm going to try to make this kind of quick episode today, just mostly because I'm getting over a cold, so still have a bit of a sore throat, and talking a lot is not such a great idea for me. I'm also testing out some new recording software, so a lot of this is going to just be a quick run to see how that works as well. So at any rate, I'm going to go ahead and get my stuff together, and as soon as I am set up and ready to roll, I will catch up with you guys in just 1 second. Alright, so I'm on my way over to 5-F here in Syndicate, and once I get there, I'm going to pick up a mission. I'm flying a blaster fit catalyst. I had to make some compromises to get everything on it. Grid on these things is not fantastic, but with the boost to hybrids recently, I think this becomes a pretty viable setup. Blasters get a nice bonus to tracking, and they get a nice bonus to range and damage. So overall, I think not too shabby. So I'm going to go ahead and dock up and talk to an agent here and get a mission. And while I'm in there, I think what I'll do is I'll show you real quick the new Agent Finder tool. It's, oh, I could have blown up those rats. Oh well. It's relatively new to EVE. I think it came in, technically, it might have come in Incarna. I don't really know, because I honestly don't take missions that often. So, there you go. So we're going to get into station here. And as you know, you may have noticed, we can just dock straight in, and we can warp and jump on contact immediately now. I don't know if I mentioned that last time or not, but that's pretty cool. Pretty excited about that. But again, this is nullsec, so warping straight to gates is sometimes very dangerous. I've been pretty cautious ever since I got into an actual ship and out of that shuttle I was flying, which I just took a few systems over, sold it. Alright, so I had a couple choices when I was picking agents. As you can see, there are 2 security agents in this system that are available to me, and then a level 2 and a level 3 also security in this system, in this station. And that's really kind of what made me make my decision, is that this can take me pretty far as grinding out stats and just being able to get missions. How I found that was I go to the Agent Finder, and it starts out kind of like this, but you can choose you can set up filters however you like. You can set up agent levels to kind of tell you, who's where, all that good stuff. Level 2, level 3, level 4 agents out here. Intaki Bank, Intaki Syndicate, so level 5, none. There are no level 5 agents in Syndicate, so there you go. And if you click this where it says show only available, it'll only show agents that are available for you to get missions from, which is very helpful. As you can see, I also selected it to security here, but you can choose any. So there's a distribution agent if I really want to do courier missions or something like that. Factional warfare, mining missions, R&D missions, and storyline missions. Now the storyline agents are the other kind of thing. I picked this group because, again, there's a storyline agent 1 jump away, and that's probably the one that will wind up giving me storylines. These are kind of big missions that rapidly generate standings. Now, the thing with taking missions from agents, you have to take into account a couple things, one of which is who they're sending you off to kill. You want to be careful with anything that's going to make you shoot one of the four major Empire, alliance guys, whatever. The Empire, the Minmatar, the Caldari, the Galente, simply because it will tank your standings pretty quickly with that faction. And you will find that in high sec space, you might have some trouble with faction navy if your standings get low enough. And I think it's like level 5. So -5 or lower. Anyway, so you have to be kind of careful with how that works. Otherwise, you will find yourself being shot at by faction navy. They're not deadly. They're just kind of annoying. But they can be a pain in the butt. It's not like security status where you get pinned down with warp scramblers and all that good stuff so that they actually do kill you. Unless you're in a pod. You can always fly through in a pod. And then the only thing you have to worry about is other people killing you. So that's always fine. Anyway, so I think that these guys are probably going to be my best bet. There's 2 separate agents here, so I can grab 2 missions and all that good stuff. And I'm probably going to try to grab 2 at a time. Look, it's a low security warning. And I'm going to have to keep an eye out for people coming in the system, because this is nullsec. Rooks and Kings. I don't know if you guys have seen their videos, but Rooks and Kings do amazing videos, especially on triage carrier stuff. The Clarion Call series is just fantastic. You really should go check them out. French. All right. So yeah. That's the one right there. Yeah, Clarion Call. Awesome stuff. Anyway, you have to be careful out here. So you check who they're going to make you shoot. So this is Mortis Legion. That's fine. And then you need to check what the requirements are, how far you have to go. This should be in the same system. Most level 1s are. It is normal ship restrictions, all that good stuff. Since it's out here in the middle of nowhere, nobody's taking missions here, the rewards are higher. Low nullsec mission running should be pretty profitable for me, I guess. But I guess we'll find out. So the overall goal, though, is for me to get standings high enough with the syndicate that I can just get some jump clones set up. Anyway, so I'm going to accept that mission. Close, and then I'm going to grab one from this agent. And, this is a ways away. It's a drone. And just let me see what the route is. So it's 1 jump away. We can go ahead and take it. Again, 100,084 with the bonus. This one's kind of lame because it's not going to give me... It's not going to give me any bounties. I'm going to go ahead and decline. You can decline every now and again. But you have to be careful about how often you decline. And I think there's a new thing. Well, let's just go ahead and run the one I've got. I think there's a new thing on the agent when you pop, give me a mission that tells you how many missions you can decline from this agent in a certain amount of time before your standings with that particular agent, not their faction, but that agent, goes down. And we're just going to warp to the Dead Space complex. Since I'm mission running, let me just go over the fit real quick. So light neutron blasters, because again, I don't have the skills for T2 rail hybrids yet. Working on it. Afterburner, because I will be going into Dead Space Complex. A web, because I need to slow things down. The DC-1, because I could not find a DC-2, if you would not believe that. Small armor rubber 1 for the same reason, and a reactor control unit, because this is very tight on power grid. So I needed to increase my power grid output so that I would be able to handle the fit the way I wanted it. And now blasters, the way they work is you want to get up and close, and you want to be able to just blow the living daylights out of stuff. Closer the better. and I've got antimatter charge in here, and if we show info real quick, my optimal range is 1200. See, so I'm not even in optimal yet. Not yet. Hold your fire. Hold your fire. I'll web him. That should be good enough. And then, there we go. So with blasters, you get right on top of the guy, and your damage output is pretty high. You do have to be careful because it does use capacitor. And on to the next one. Like I said, it does. Blasters do use capacitor, although they did balance that out quite a bit with the latest patch. Blaster skills are not as great as I would like them to be. I do want to up my destroyer skills a bit now, again too, with the beefing up of the destroyers. I think they'll be much better ships. Oh, I'm gonna get stuck on this rock. I am gonna get stuck on this rock. And now we go in. I think the Thrasher is still going to be the best destroyer, and I may cross-train Minmatar just so I can do that, and also so that it opens up. The Galente Minmatar cross-train is pretty awesome in terms of what it gets for you. I'll take it. The faction ships that it opens up are the Angels and the Serpentis, which give you the Vindicator and the Daredevil and the Dramiel and the whatchamajig. I completely lost the name of it. The one that starts with an M, the Angel ship. Oh my god, Macariel, thank you. Jeez. They're not I think some of the best PvP ships in the game, just in general, even though they did nerf the Dramiel a bit. But I think overall, the nerfing wasn't that bad. Let me just take a look real quick, and we'll loot all that. And okay, so we do need to go through the gate. When you open your mission briefing, when you're done with everything, it'll tell you a mission objective has been completed. So we're going to activate the gate. Hopefully I won't get stuck on the rock drive before I get into warp. No, come on. Okay. You can bounce off of those things. Or get tangled up in the gate itself before you can get into warp, which is very annoying. Very annoying. Alright. Dust cloud's got to load in. Pop that on. And nobody in space with me. I don't know why I'm bothering to scan, but habits. And I do have a drone, so I have a Hobgoblin 2 with me. I'm going to go ahead and start shooting this dude, which get the Hobgoblin on as well. Just keep an eye on them. Make sure that they're not shooting the drone. Approach. Guns on you. Oh, I shot a trigger already by the looks of it. I really should be looking at Eve Survival or something to find out what these missions are and who to shoot and who not to shoot. Get the blasters on. You're next, buddy. These guys aren't shooting me yet, so I have to keep a serious eye on the drone. 83 meters, that's good. Keeping an eye on local. Some questions I got asked were over the last video if I could get my overview uploaded somewhere. I'll kind of clean up my main file for that, and I will get it set up on my Tumblr site for you guys to download if I can figure out how to do that. But it's pretty basic, and I did kind of go over how to set it up at one point in time. So, you know, don't... It's not the greatest overview in the world, but it's the one I like, so... Alright. No drone. Alright, just the shields. Come on. There we go. And we'll pick a couple more. Local suddenly got a vagabond in it. We're okay. Fire that up. We're doing pretty good. All right. Okay, This is much more exciting than I think mission running in high sec would be. That drone's doing a real good job. He is getting a little hurt. I probably need to pull him back. Thank you. Scan it up. Scan it up. You're next.
A module has run out of energies.
Alright, for the reload. And there we go. Fire away. Just down to 1 in local. It's good. So again, the thing you gotta really look out for is the probes. If you see the probes coming, then you have to be on your toes. Although on this one, it's a nice dead space. It's 2 pockets deep, so by the time I saw ships coming, I could definitely be out of here. Kill that, please. Excellent. It's taking a little bit longer now that I don't have my drone on the field. But I still don't have the aggro off of these 2. Maybe it's just because I'm so far away. Jeez, it's taking forever to kill this guy. There we go. Where is he at? There he is. Rogue Capel. Some good fighters out in Rogue Capel. Okay. So overall, I think this mission's doing pretty good. Again, my throat is still a bit sore, so I'm probably gonna run this one with you guys, loot it up, and then maybe get one more. I don't know. We'll see. But if not, then we'll call it a day. My new recording software has the handy dandy feature of actually telling me how long I have been recording. which is very nice. I'm gonna do 1 cycle on that. In that I can actually, without getting out, know exactly how much footage I've laid down. And I did listen to the playback on the other one that I already did earlier, the first bit of this recording session, and it sounded and looked pretty darn good. So I'm pretty stoked about this. It seems a little bit less memory hoggy and a little less resource hoggy than Fraps, which is awesome. So we'll have to see how that continues to go for me. Come on. I'm missing completely because I am so far away. But I can get you back out there. I can get you back out there, and I've tossed that on it. Maybe that should get my drone on you. Another rep cycle down. I like the little TIE fighter noises that the drones make. I think it's the drone. I hope it's the drone. It's like whoosh. Alright. Boom. That should do it. That should do it. Objectives complete. Sweet. Alright. Scoop to drone bay. Okay, so I'm gonna loot this up. I've got about 20, maybe 30 minutes worth of stuff here with the opening. So I'm gonna civilian shield. Well, you know, the loot isn't any better than high sec. That's for sure. But as you can see, there's quite a few wrecks here. I'm gonna have to scoop them all up. But I will take care of that and then turn this mission in. And like I said, I'm still getting over this cold, so I'm probably going to call it there for this week. But I did want to get an episode out for you guys. Trying to be a little bit more consistent with that. So hopefully the short episode is not frowned upon too much by you fellas. And then in the course of the week, I'm probably going to spend a little bit more time on the doctor in my personal time, trying to get those standings up so that you guys don't have to watch me grind missions all the time, especially the low level stuff. And hopefully we'll be no, it's not too shabby. Yeah, I'll get another one. Hopefully we'll be up to the point where I can just get some jump clones set up, and we can go over that once I have some jump clones. So anyway, hopefully we'll see you guys next time. Thanks for flying with me, and fly safe. We'll see you soon.